How did that move come about?
Working with my dad at the time, and I don't know for what reason, but he was at Liverpool Street Station, and he passed someone called Andrew Oxby. Obviously, I grew up playing for Ridgeway with his old man and his brothers and stuff, so I knew the family really well. So he just asked how I was getting on and what I was up to if I was playing football.
Yeah.
And my dad said no, I wasn't playing at the minute. So he just said, "Oh, why don't you ask Dwight to come over and play with us?" So he said all the boys that he used to play with from when we was younger is there at the moment, so he'll enjoy it and stuff.
Yeah.
So my dad sort of passed the message on to me. So I don't know if it was much long after that I went training with him. I think after that, and then I think I played against Takeley my first game on a Tuesday night.
What were you doing with your dad at the time, work-wise?
Carpentry.
Any good?
I'd like to think so, but probably he says a bit different.
Could you still do a bit of work now?
Little bits I do. So obviously when we was in lockdown and stuff, I started to do a lot more because sort of needed to keep busy, occupied. But during the season and stuff, I won't do too much because obviously I don't know, you don't want to get injured from it or do something silly.
When you signed for Stansted, were you just playing for fun?
Yeah, just like to get back in playing and enjoying football sort of thing. Like I say, a lot of my mates was there that I grew up playing with from 6 or 7, so it's nice to be back playing with friends again.
What do you remember about the stadium?
Loads of things really. Obviously it was half a cricket pitch, so a lot of the time one side of the pitch is like cut a lot shorter than the other. Looking back at it, it doesn't look as nice now, but for me, it's perfect at the time. For me, at the time, it was a step up from what level I was playing. So for me, it was perfect. Going to games and stuff, just remember, you started to get stuff like paid for you almost, like you'd have snacks and stuff before the game put out, and you'd be buzzing to have a little jam donut and a Red Bull before the game.
What were the changing rooms like at Stansted?
Quite small. The other dressing room was literally within steps of ours, so you'd be coming down the tunnel and it was both tight. I remember sometimes when it was quite like a tough game and people would be kicking off that it weren't far to get to the other change rooms if it did start like coming to blows sort of thing.
You could hear if you got them rattled.
Yeah, I remember I was freaking one geezer that's going to absolutely smash me. He was massive. I think he was supposed to mark me or whatever. And he was giving it to me when they scored first sort of thing. So when we scored, I gave it back to him, and then when we was going down the tunnel and he tried to grab me, so I quickly slipped into the change rooms and got away from it.
Did the showers in the change room at least have hot water?
Yeah, they did, to be fair. It was looked after well, and like I say, coming from where I was playing prior to that, for me it was a massive step up, so I was buzzing with the situation sort of thing, whereas some of the others might have been a bit more upset about the facilities.
What was the banter like in the changing room?
It was alleged, to be fair, probably one of the best points of my career for banter-wise. It's just like, because it's all just friends that you all feel comfortable with.
Yeah.
And there'd be points when people was just freaking absolutely battering each other. And most people could take it, but once or twice there would be a few people that had lost who would probably think about not coming back in for a couple of weeks, and then you'd see them again. I remember one time I was doing a warm-up and someone freaking got off. Aaron Best, he was getting warmed up and someone started bantering him and he lost his head and got in the change room and just freaking, all you see is him walking towards his car.
Did they do food after the match?
I don't think we did it at Stansted, to be fair. Actually, we did little bits, but not most of the time. We used to just get off, I think.
Yeah.
I can't remember it too much. No, we did. We did maybe sausage and chips in the bar.
But you don't get that nowadays, do you?
To be fair, it's probably the best time to eat like a rubbishy food. So you'd be surprised. There's sometimes pizzas in the dressing room afterwards, or there have been recently. Obviously, with the COVID things have been a bit more strict, so everyone's got their own little pizza box themselves, sort of thing at the moment.
Individual pizzas, that's ledge.
Yeah, no.
How quickly did you realise you were levels above the Essex senior?
I didn't. Even when I was all the way into the end, I never thought I was steps above at all, really. I just was enjoying my football sort of thing. And even when we was talking about, there was talks of me going to Grays, which was the league above, I always just thought it was maybe a bit out of my reach, and I thought the level was going to be a bit too hard for me. But luckily, just kept taking it my stride.
Mate, you scored 57 goals in one season.
I know, but even so, sort of thing, we still had some very, very good players in our team that arguably I wasn't even the best player in my team, sort of thing.
Oh, really?
Well, there was good players who'd arguably be better technically players or whatever, or better footballers than myself. Yeah, we had obviously a good side, and they're just doing stuff like in training sort of thing, where there'd be players who were just like a different type of player who just
What was training like?
Yeah, it was good. We didn't get to do as much as we'd like, obviously, because you play quite often Tuesday, Saturday, and it's difficult for boys to get off work. But when we did, we used to train at a school in Woodford or South Woodford.
Oh wow, so that's quite a travel from Stansted.
To be fair, like I say, because
we all boys from the old area,
team. That was home for us. So that's 10-15 minutes from all of us. We always grew up in Chingford, Hines Park, Walthamstow, so that's literally on our doorstep. No one really lived in Stansted, to be fair.
What was the gaffer like, Terry Spillane?
Yeah, he's ledge. He's just so funny, man. Sometimes when I be on the bench now, I just watch player cam, watch him tell, and that just lose his head. Him and Dave Bricknell used to just get so angry, and you're just wondering which one's going to kick off first.
Yeah.
But no, I tell you, it's ledge for me. I don't know if I was driving or not at the start, but he used to pick me up all the time in his cab with him and Tommy and his little boy Tel. So I come really close with their family sort of thing.
Lovely.
Where they used to just take me in every day and stuff, and it was just ledge, really.
I read an article that Terry actually spoke about you in a game against, I think it was like Mauritius FC or something. He put you on the bench, and then I think you were drawing the game and you came on and you won 5-1.
But to be fair, obviously, when I first went there, I went as where they chucked me out in the wing for about six or 7 months. Because I was asking to play up front for ages, and I wasn't allowed, because obviously I am small, but I was even smaller and skinnier then. So like, obviously in men's football and that, they obviously assume that you need to be big and strong as a striker sort of thing. I was sub as well for every other game sort of thing, or like in and out. I didn't really like get a permanent position.
Right.
And then I think we had a few injuries up front sort of thing. And then I finally got to play up front, and then I started scoring, and then sort of proved to him, and I was buzzing because I started to get my chance up front. Yeah. Then just towards the end of the first season, I just went on a run, and then that was it. He couldn't not play me anymore.
He must have been kicking himself, the fact that he had you playing in the wrong position.
It's funny you should say that, because I don't think I was sort of ready at the same time. Sometimes like timing's the right thing sort of thing, and if I would have been chucked up there at the start, embedded in there straight away, I don't think it would have worked, if I'm honest. I went through a stage of maybe about October or December, that's where I started, November, end of the first season, where I started to get on the gym.
Oh, okay.
I just bulked myself up a little bit, which gave me a bit of confidence more than anything, to just be able to do a bit more up front sort of thing.
Yeah.
So me and Tommy, Tel's the little boy, used to go gym all the time, and then just started to get a bit stronger, a bit more confident in myself. And I think that, along with obviously playing with friends and stuff, made me feel a lot more comfortable, which helped.
Did you enjoy the Tuesday night games under the lights?
Yeah, I did actually. Like I said, my first one was Takeley, and I was under the lights sort of thing. And Takeley's pitch is absolutely ledge, or one of the best in the league. So when I played there, I was thinking, oh my God, if I'm playing like this is going to be sick. On playing on pitches like this, and I tell afterwards, was like, Dwight, don't get your hopes up. The pitches are not going to be like this every week.
You did pick up leading goal scorer in that season. I've seen the video on YouTube. Have you seen it?
Yeah, look, so
that's
young.
A very young Dwight Gayle.
I know.
Have you still got that medal or trophy?
I think I must have it somewhere. It's upstairs. Yeah, no, I definitely do. Actually, it's upstairs.
Amazing.
Definitely.
Do you think you were better off going the route that you did rather than being in academy? Because I know you were at Arsenal, but you've sort of gone through the non-league route. Has that helped you?
For me, I don't think I would have been able to do it the other way.
Yeah.
I think when I was coming to the end of my time at Arsenal sort of thing, I was just starting to get a bit frustrated in terms of like I wasn't enjoying my football, and I felt like going to football 3 or 4 times a week at 12 years old just felt like almost a job for me.
Yeah.
And I wasn't enjoying it as well, so it just started to become like a bit tiresome where I started to fall out of love a bit with the game. And I don't think I would have been able to continue that all the way through sort of thing. And I think the fact that I went backwards almost and then just started to play with friends again and just start to enjoy actually playing football helped me massively.
When you played for Palace and you scored that first goal and you did the celebration the airport men, did you always have that planned?
Obviously, I had it planned from before scoring, but I don't know how long it was planned for. But no, obviously, I owe a lot to Stansted, as that was where it proper started kicking off, where I started to enjoy my football again and where I started scoring. So it was nice for me to just sort of show that I haven't forgotten sort of thing.
Dwight, thanks for your time, mate. I really appreciate you having a chat today about Stansted, and all the best, pal.
Cheers, mate. Appreciate it.